Welcome to the Pre-Snap Podcast presented by LineStar, your top NFL player prop bets for Thursday Night Football Week 15. We've got an NFC West showdown between the 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams alongside Tyler Wiemann. I'm Shannon Sommerville. We've got some great prop bets for you. Plus, we also have touchdown calls. And then at the end of the show, we'll give you our picks for how we are playing the sides in this one. Tyler, this is a really good matchup. I'm excited for it. How about you?
Yeah, it'll be a fun one for sure. I wish we knew a little bit more about the injury situation right now, but it is going to be a good game regardless.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, we kind of debated, should we wait a little bit longer to get a little bit more injury information, or should we just put the video out there and then update it in the comments? We decided on the latter. We're just trying to get you guys the earliest video that we could so you can hop on the early lines, and then we'll update in the comments throughout the week as we get more news if there's something else that we like. So keep an eye on the comments. Do us a huge favor too, by the way. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below. Not only does that help us out on the YouTube algorithm, but it also helps you out because if we go 3 for 3, one randomly selected commenter will win $50. We were close last week. We were 2 out of 3 on our prop bets in that Lions versus Packers game. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, which is unbeknownst to me, Tyler, but they just decided not to throw the ball to Jaden Reed at all in that game, which was completely blasphemous in my opinion. So we missed out on that pick, but Sam Laporta and Josh Jacobs both cashed there. So hopefully we can go 3-0 this week and give out some money on the show. We will announce the winner if we go 3-0. We'll announce that on next week's Thursday Night Football preview. And Tyler, they are winding down. The weeks are passing us by here. Christmas season is right around the corner, so we've got to get some holiday shopping money here with our picks. We're using that PropsAI tool on the LineStar app to help us find the best value. By the way, also an excellent holiday gift this season. Get somebody you know a nice LineStar app to help them with their prop betting. You know, if somebody that you know and love is just struggling in the prop game, check out the PropsAI tool. It's a great holiday gift this time here. LineStarApp.com is where you can find that. By the way, all of our picks are available too on Underdog, Sleeper, Chalkboard, ParlayPlay, wherever you place your bets. But if you are downloading any of those apps for the first time, use the promo code LineStar. You'll get a deposit match plus 1 free month of the LineStar app. Great deal to take advantage of, so make sure you do. Links are below. All right, let's get into this game. It's going to be a good one. The last time they faced each other was week 3. The Rams won that game, but by a small margin. 27-24 was the final score in that one. And Tyler, the Rams didn't even have some of their best players. Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp were out in that one. Now in this game, injuries a huge factor in this one, as we still, as of right now, have no idea who the 49ers starting running back is going to be, which I know is crucial to a lot of fantasy owners out there. By the way, I've already picked up Patrick Taylor to maybe put in my bench in my season-long fantasy. But nonetheless, let's take a look at the injury report here. As of Tuesday, guys, we are filming this Tuesday, so this is the latest information that we have. We're going off of some of the injury reports based on Monday's reports. So that's what we're dealing with here, and we're dealing with a lot of injuries that could be crucial. Cornerback Kobe Durant, defensive end Tyler Davis, wide receiver Jordan Whittingham, tight end Davis Allen, wide receiver Demarcus Robinson, offensive lineman Bo Limmer, and they didn't practice. Tyler Higbee, though, was a full go, so he might be back this week. But for the 49ers, without their guard Ben Barsh, defensive end Nick Bosa was out. Running back Isaac Orendo, who suffered a foot injury, didn't practice. Trent Williams also didn't practice. So a lot of injuries piling up as expected this time of year, but those are some big playmakers, Tyler. What do you make of this injury report?
It's a lot of guys and a lot of key players. I mean, I hate to see it if Isaac Orendo doesn't go. Right. You know, he finally got his chance. He did well, and I would like to see him kind of finish the season as the San Francisco 49ers RB, but who knows if we do.
Yeah, so hopefully he does, because I picked him up on my fantasy team. Nonetheless, though, this is about the prop betting market, and this is actually a crucial game in the overall picture of the NFC West, right now the Seattle Seahawks are the leaders of that, but the Rams are right behind them, and then the 49ers are at the bottom with the Arizona Cardinals. So it's a crucial game that'll have a lot of impact. But let's look at the player prop market here, again, using that PropsAI tool. We're going to give you one pick from the PropsAI tool that compares LineStar's projections to what's out there in the prop market, and then Tyler and I will use the PropsAI tool, but we'll each give out our favorite pick for the Thursday night showdown. So first, we're going to start off with Rams wide receiver Cooper Kupp as the PropsAI pick of the night, over 63.5 receiving yards. LineStar's projection is 81.5, so significant edge here if you're going by our models here. Kupp's averaging 73 receiving yards per game and has been over in 5 of 9 games this season. And going up against a San Francisco 49ers defense that's good, but when you're looking at the passing game, 13th in EPA per pass play is kind of mediocre, and we've seen teams torch him a little bit this season. This is not the 49ers defense of years past, Tyler, so I don't mind Kupp here. And did you know he hasn't played against them since 2022, just the way the injuries have kind of worked for Kupp? Like, he hasn't been able to play the Rams in 2 years. So I think this might be a revenge spot for Cooper Kupp to get back at the 49ers in this one and step up big, because the last 2 times he faced them back in 2022, he had over 100 receiving yards. Puka Nacua is in the mix now, so that kind of complicates things, but I still like the over here. How about you?
Yeah, I like the over here. Puka is in a decent spot, and in my mind, the WR1 there, but Cooper Kupp, they'll move all around the formation.
Yeah.
He'll get snaps from the slot. He'll be outside. And with that, I think this 63.5 line is just too low. And I don't think a line between Puka and Kupp should be as wide as it is right now. So with that, I think we got to go Kupp over. We have the biggest edge there yards wise on our projections, so let's run with it.
All right, so that's Cooper Kupp for our first pick. Tyler, who are you going with for your pick on Thursday Night Football?
I got to go get a Kyren Williams over 71.5 rushing yards. Our LineStar projection 79, consensus 72.5. He's averaging 73 yards per game this year. He's been over in 5 of 9 games. 9 of 13 games, and San Francisco is allowing 113.5 yards per game to the running back over the last 4. And on a team defense tool, San Francisco over the last 10 games is 20th to the RB. So I like the spot for good old Kyren.
And I think the way the Rams offense works is when Kyren and the running game get going, it opens things up for the passing game as well. And that kind of, their offense as a whole just starts clicking, and Kyren Williams is kind of like the engine behind it, so to speak. And he's been such a dynamic back for them getting things going. So I love that pick there against a defense that could be without one of their best players in Nick Bosa in this one. Still unsure of his
missed
status.
A couple weeks.
Yeah, but like without him, I mean, this defense, obviously not as good without him, but especially, and the run defense, even with him, hadn't been up to where we were used to seeing a 49ers defense. So I like Kyren Williams in that spot for sure. For my pick, though, I'm going to the 49ers side of things. And even though we don't know who their running back is going to be, we know they're going to do some tricky things with Deebo Samuel. I mean, sometimes it's the squeaky wheel gets the grease. And recently in the media, he lamented about not getting the ball as much. So I think it's going to go his way a few times here in this matchup. So I'm going Deebo Samuel over 47.5 receiving yards here. LineStar's projection is 52, as is the consensus. Deebo's averaging about 46 receiving yards per game. Now, he's been under for the last 5. I know he's had some disappointing outings. I'm sure there's a lot of fantasy owners out there that are pulling their hair out. However, he's done great against the Rams throughout his career. In fact, he's gone over that 47.5 mark in 7 of 10 games against the Rams, averaging, get this, 70.9 receiving yards per game against the Rams. Now, the Rams this season are 17th in pass defense DVOA versus opposing teams' wide receiver 1. We have seen other teams torch him through the air. Khalil Shakir just had 106, and Amari Cooper with 95. A couple weeks ago, A.J. Brown put up 109. I think they use Deebo in a lot of different ways, and they find creative ways to get him the ball. And after complaining that, or writing on Twitter, I'm not struggling at all, just not getting the ball. I think he gets the ball this week, and I think they make Deebo happy in this one, and he puts up some stats. What about you?
I mean, it is a low line. I do think that post of him not struggling at all, he just needs to get the ball, is hilarious because he got community noted for that one. And they said that he has the most drops on the team. So he has struggled a little bit, but I mean, the entire 49ers team really has this year. It's not the 49ers we're used to.
I mean, nothing keeps you more in check than the Twitter community that just, holds you accountable there. So hopefully he'll be held accountable to some good performance this week and cash our prop bets for us. We're going to throw all of those picks on an entry on Underdog Fantasy. And if we go 3-0, one randomly selected commenter will win $50. So got to be in to win it. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment below, and you will do just that. And then check out that PropsAI tool that we were referencing throughout the video and those LineStar projections at LineStarApp.com. Now it's time for touchdown calls of the game. Tyler, where are you headed for an anytime touchdown in this NFC West showdown?
I usually don't go one of the favorites because I like it as something I would bet, but hey, let's get the people a free month of LineStar. We're going Kyren Williams -190 for a touchdown. 49ers have allowed 1.1 touchdown per game to the running back on the season, 1.5 touchdowns per game over the last 4. Kyren has 14 TDs on the year. Let's get the people some LineStar.
Let's do it. All right, for my pick, I'm going with Rams wide receiver Cooper Kupp at +110 for an anytime touchdown. He's got 6 on the season, and he's been injured a lot of the season, so that's pretty good. Also consider the fact that he's got 8 red zone targets over the last 8 weeks going up against a San Francisco defense that's 31st in opponent red zone scoring. I think Kupp finds the end zone in this one. The guy's been making dynamic catches, using his whole body. He used his leg the other day to haul one in against the Buffalo Bills, which is pretty incredible. It would also be pretty incredible for my season-long fantasy. I'm in the playoffs, so you know what? I got to align all of the things that I'm rooting for and manifest these touchdowns for Cooper Kupp so the Cooper Troopers can take home the W in advance in the fantasy playoffs this week. So you know what? At the end of the day, just got to go with my best interest, Tyler.
Do we need to throw the Cooper Troopers onto the drinking game also?
We probably should do that. Yes, that's definitely something we should do. All right, so those are we got our touchdown calls, we got our prop bets. Now it is time to take a look at this game and examine the sides here. We've got the 49ers as 2.5-point favorites in this one. But Tyler, I just saw that Rams-Bills game and not so fast on making the Rams underdogs on the road. What do you think?
I mean, primetime games, they figure out, they're coached well, and it's definitely an interesting game anytime you got to go against that coaching staff.
Yeah, I'm not personally betting this one because I just feel like also the second time these two teams are playing each other, we've got Puka and Cooper Kupp both back in this one. If I were a betting person, which I guess I am, but we'll just take the Rams. So I like the Rams in this one against the 49ers defense that did bounce, or a 49ers team that did bounce back last week against the Bears, which was good to see if you're a 49ers fan. But I'm not sure that's one thing against Caleb Williams, a rookie quarterback. This is Matthew Stafford, who's going to be going up against the 49ers defense that's kind of depleted right now, a little banged up. We'll see what they can do, but my money would be on the Rams. You got one?
Yeah, for me, I think personally, I would really wait to see what's going on with Trent Williams and Bosa.
Yeah, that's a huge factor.
They're too key for that 49ers team to, really be betting on the 49ers without knowing what's going on with them.
Oh, that's definitely for sure. So hopefully we get some news later this week. If we do, we will update things in the comments. For example, if there's something that pops out on the LineStar App's PropsAI tool that we really like throughout the week as the injury news comes out, we will post that in the comments. So stay tuned for that. And if you've got any locks, feel free to drop them as well in the comments. We're all here to just help each other out and beat the books on this Thursday night in what should be a pretty good matchup. I'm excited for this one. Last week was a good Thursday night showdown. I'm ready for another one here with this NFC West rivalry. This is a pretty big rivalry. I'm excited. Now that I live in California, I feel like, I'm not really rooting for either team, but it should be a fun one. Rams. Maybe I'll root for the Rams because of the Georgia Bulldogs connection. See, if you're playing that drinking game, you can go ahead. You're welcome. Good luck in all of your prop betting endeavors for today. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.